get this show started!
Colby Covington is coming off a decision win over Jorge Masvidal at UFC 272, and before the event, he called out UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. Now, over 1 week after his impressive win, Covington went after Izzy again during an interview with Submission Radio. Here's what Colby had to say. I think I can definitely go up to 185 and fight Adesanya, but I don't know if he's going to turn around like that. But he doesn't have a dance partner right now. So why can't I fight Adesanya? He can't stop my wrestling. I'll pick him up and drop him on his head. He's a cardio kickboxer. They got enough cardio kickboxers in women's classes around the US. Like, I could go join one of those as well. But I decided to pick up hard, grueling American wrestling. And the two biggest fights in my mind, go beat up Adesanya. The guy who just has cardio kickboxing, he's not that good of a fighter. He's not well-rounded. He can't stop my American wrestling. I'll melt that guy. He'll 100% melt under my pressure and my pace. Kamaru Usman has been discussing a possible fight against Canelo Alvarez over the past year. While the bout was first dismissed by Alvarez, he recently opened up that the bout could happen if it makes sense. His promoter Eddie Hearn commented on the bout as well. He noted that he'd like to discuss it with Dana White and the UFC if they want to do it. Now, in an interview with ESPN's Brett Okamoto, the UFC president discussed the proposed boxing match and explained why he is not interested in making this fight happen. Here's the clip.
I hate the Canelo fight. I mean, it's just... I don't even have to explain it to people. Everybody knows. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's silly.
This is not going away though. Your guys wanting to box. Like it seems like it's getting more popular by the day.
I don't know if guys wanting to box is getting more popular by the day. They come in here, they build themselves up, they make a name, and then, there's these possible boxing matches. You can't look at every one of these things like the Conor Mayweather fight. Mm-hmm. Not going to be like the Conor Mayweather fight. Mm-hmm. You go out and put on one of these type of fights, and you don't sell the way, you hope it would sell, and believe me, I'm not interested in that.
Yep.
It's not what I do. We saw it. We saw what happens. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We know what happens if a boxer comes into the UFC, and we know what happens when UFC fighters go to boxing. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're talking about like Canelo's one of the best in the world, one of the best of all time. Yep. Mayweather, one of the best of all time. It's silly.
Yep.
Paulo Costa has fired back at Sean Strickland amid ongoing rumors of a potential fight against him. The MMA community has lately been rife with speculation that the UFC is likely to book Costa against Strickland next. Now, the pair engaged in a back and forth on social media after Strickland gave his reasoning for the matchup not coming to fruition. Here are the tweets. I asked for Costa, and the UFC didn't seem so confident in his future. Also, I don't think they liked me punching down to get a title shot, lol. But worst case, for you, Costa, there is always Bellator. Maybe 205? I don't know. Costa fired back by writing, I know you were a fucking pussy, but this show of insecurity surprised even me. Just another fake macho. Strickland replied by saying, here's the thing, man. The UFC said no. I asked multiple times. But after you're forced to move to light heavyweight, I'll catch you in Vegas, and if you want to run your mouth, I'll give it to you for free. Dan Hooker is cutting back down to featherweight to face Arnold Allen this Saturday at UFC London. Hooker will have a huge size and reach advantage, although Allen has won all 8 of his fights in the UFC so far and it is expected to be a close run. Speaking in a video posted by Unibeta Australia on Twitter, the former UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker gave his prediction and made a short breakdown of the fight. Here's the clip.
Next up on my multi-third leg, we have Arnold Allen for $1.77 and Dan Hooker for $2.05. Dan Hooker is not the favourite. I personally think Dan Hooker should win every time. I don't know how he loses. Even when I watch him lose, I don't know how it happens. He has a kit, I think, that can beat just about anyone in the division. And he has the heart to literally get taken out on a stretcher. But it happens. That's the fight game. But I'm going Dan Hooker to win this one. I think it pushes up the multi quite well. And like I said, I think he has a skill set to beat most of the dudes in the division.
Paul Craig is scheduled to fight Nikita Krylov this Saturday on the prelims of the UFC London card. Speaking to UFC News a few days ahead of the bout, Paul Craig shared his thoughts on his opponent and discussed his game plan for the fight. Here's the clip.
One of the most exciting divisions for me to be part of. You know, I look at other divisions and we've got like Kamaru Usman being at the top of the tree, and nobody's going to dethrone that guy. Like his skill level is so high, and you've got like Israel Adesanya, the exact same kind of thing. So these divisions don't really move that much, but I think we're division. There's going to be all this kind of movement, and what I'm looking forward to is the victory over Krylov, getting it done early. But as I'm saying, the convincing factor, like I'm not a striker. You're not going to see me knock people out with head kicks, with overhand rights. What you're going to see is you're going to see some pretty slick jiu-jitsu. That's what I'm there. That's what got me to the party, the UFC party, and that's what keeps me in the party, is my slick jiu-jitsu. So I'm looking for that early first round submission. You know, we were meant to be in the main card, we're meant to open that up, but now we're in the undercard. But that just means you get to see better fights straight off the bat, and what you're going to see is two of the top 205ers going hell for leather, because normally what happens is when you get two high-level grapplers, it becomes a striking match. But I don't see this happening. I see it being blood, sweat, tears, you name it, snorters. There's going to be there's going to be everything in the kitchen sink in this fight. So tune in, make sure you catch it on the early prelims, and if you're a first-timer, you're definitely going to be, this is not going to be your last time. You're going to keep watching the sport, and you're going to keep getting behind myself.
Here are the top 3 memes you guys posted on MMAmemes.com. In third place is a meme posted by user Zune. Second place goes to Young Nate 209. And the number 1 voted meme was posted by a user named Chuck Norris. If you want your meme to be included in our next video, go to MMAmemes.com and create your own meme. The top 3 memes will be placed at the end of our video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.